All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Ishmael Diaz here, the Grey Witch, and I'm here today with y'all solo. Edward's taking a break today because we all deserve to take breaks. So, my friend Edward, brother, hope you're doing well. Rest and chill. And everybody else, happy Father's Day for the fathers and single mothers out there. Making it happen, man. You make it work. You're a blessing. For the good fathers that are out there in your children's life, congratulations to you. You're an exceptional father. You're a good man. Good things happen because good people are around, believe it or not. With all the bad we see, they're still good. They're still good. We have, hey, what up, Lilith? We have good fathers out there still. And yes, to all you single mothers out there, happy Father's Day to you. Yeah, you right there. Still work. Still, you know what I'm saying? So congratulations to all the fathers out there, whether you're a single mom or a dead good dad, okay? So yesterday we covered a lot of ground. Today I'm just doing me, just my normal routine. I come and give you a jar spell from the book. This time we're just taking things over, lessons and little talkings and good stuff. All right, just taking it easy to you today. So you'll get a jar spell from the book from today, and of course you'll always get one of these. You'll always get an oracle card from Season of the Witch. Unlike all my videos, I like to explain things to people like that they can be a little mindful and understanding. This is Samhain. It's not Sam Hain. It's not a first nor a last name either. It's pronounced Samhain. Okay, yesterday's video, Edward gave a good, perfect explanation of what this word definition means. I forgot. I'll be straight up. I got so much thing going on. Forgot. I look at a picture of my mom and say, "Oh shit, I do got a mom." You know how many things happen. But you get one of these, and at the very end, you'll get no. Where they at? Oh, there we go. You will get palm reading cards from me. Quite a few of them to get you started. The palm reading card is a little special for me because, a lot of people should learn about palmistry. You'll be surprised what you learn about yourself. This can help you further give knowledge, share knowledge, and most importantly, you'll learn more about you. There's a lot of things that can come out your mouth, but the lines in your hands, they say something different. Okay? Excuse me, it's coffee. So today is Sunday. I want everybody to just take shit easy. Take it easy today. I know it's Father's Day, and but still, just take it easy, okay? It's hot out there wherever you at, and I know it's probably raining for some folks out there. And I'm just hope y'all safe, y'all doing good today. Remember that you're loved, all right? I know, like I said, there's a lot of folks here that don't hear it. You're loved. We may not get it every day from a lot of folks. There's a lot of family that just don't say it either. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they don't love us. Maybe they show it in their own way. Okay, just like we show expressions in our own manner also. Just be mindful of others just as much as you try to be mindful of yourself. But love is an incredible thing. Now, we're not just talking about relationship love. Talk about love in general. Like, I love you as a brother and a sister. And I love you love others as brothers and sisters too. That love is like a bond. It's a good, trustworthy love that, it feels good. That even despite we have families we were raised with, sometimes some of the best families are not blood itself, to be honest with you. And I'm straight up with y'all. Look, family is what you make it. Just because you're born by blood doesn't mean you gotta die by blood. Because not all family members get along. Trust me, I understand. Some of the worst enemies that you can have are probably family members. I'll be strict to fuck up with y'all. That's an experience. You know what I'm saying? So, but still, love for family is strong. Because even though they may be what they are today, but as we were growing up, they weren't like that. We had family values. We understood the concept of respect. Growing up in the 80s and all this, being born in the 70s. Blessed Souls Day, brother. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. And I want to thank everybody who's joined here. I probably won't get you all, but welcome. God damn it, welcome. Happy Father's Day. Ishmael Diaz here, your Grey Witch, and I'm just coming here to talk to y'all for a little bit and hopefully inspire y'all to do a little better than what you've been doing 10 minutes ago before this live started. And my mission here is just to help. Now, I don't have all the answers, because I don't. No, in fact, nobody has all the answers. Okay, not one witch knows everything about everything anyway. It takes multiple witches, multiple resources, sometimes just to do things right. So, I can only do so much and I can only answer so much. Because in life, there's more questions than what we have answers. I understand. But, I don't do yes or no questions. I don't do religions. I don't do politics in this life or in any life that I do. I'm just here to speak to y'all for a little bit. That's basically it. And I love having y'all here because, hey, welcome. I love having y'all here because y'all inspire me. If it weren't for me going to TikTok, my girlfriend's suggestions, I wouldn't probably be here today, to be honest with you. And I'm glad I did. I'm honored that I did because I got to meet y'all fine magical beings. And it's an honor to be in your presence. It's an honor to be called your brother. So thank you all for being who you are and how you are because it makes a difference. You should never change who you are for anybody. Always be yourself. Hey, I'll share something with y'all. I didn't share it yesterday because I forgot. So much going on, but I'll share it now that I remember. Yesterday I went to the gas station and I was going in, but there's a gentleman behind me. So I held the door open, but he can go through. And this ignorant motherfucker's gonna go through the other door, like I wasn't there or something. Like I wasn't holding the goddamn door for you. Shit, I went inside, got my cigarettes and stuff, soda and all this stuff, and came back outside and lit up a cigarette. And as I was waiting for him to come out, this guy happened to stand in between both doors from the inside and do that Christian thing they be doing, like he done saw the devil himself or some shit. I shit. But that right there says a lot about not just me. Even you have gotten this already, or probably haven't, and it will happen. People are afraid about the people are afraid of energies they just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So that energy can either disrupt theirs and they don't know where it's coming from, even though they see me, they see my staff. Because that's my walking staff. 15 years with me. It's full of bones and a whole bunch of goodies from all the things that I had done in 15 years for folks throughout my travels. This is from Boston to Connecticut to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Florida, and now here in South Carolina. Throughout my travels, see a cowboy, God damn it. Thank you. That right there has its own energy. That right there has its own zip code and all. I'm serious. It disrupts people. Look, I leave my staff in places. Nobody should leave stuff of value in general. And it's still in the same place, and I can leave it there for an hour. Yeah, I'll share a good story with you. One of my good friends, he just passed away last year. His name was used to call him Negro because he was Puerto Rican, but he was like a very dark skinned Puerto Rican. And he was supposed to be promised some what you call those things, the artificial legs, because he had just recently lost both his legs, prosthetics. So as I was going to the store, he was struggling with the wheelchair. And I said, "Oh shit, that's my boy right there." I looked at him like, "Negro." He looked at me. He goes, "¿Qué hace?" And I'm like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Where you going?" He goes to the store. I said, "All right, I'll push you." He goes, "You sure?" I'm like, "I got you, bro." So I put my staff in front of the mailbox, right there in the open. He looked at me. I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Ain't nobody touching that." He goes, "You sure?" Trust me. We went out there. I took him to the store. Then I took him to the pharmacy. Came back. First, he offered me $10, and I looked at him wrong. I said, "You might as well just give me a piece of your mom's chocolate cake that she's gonna make soon." You know what I mean? It's not about the money. It's about you just being generous, doing things unselfishly. You know what I'm saying? You reap better rewards. Trust me. So as I took him there and did his things, and I came back, my staff was still in the same spot. And yes, as I was looking at my staff, because the distance wasn't far, as I was looking, all people did was walk by it and look at it like it was a foreign object or some shit. Real genuine curiosity, not just fear for most. It was more curiosity, like the hell is this thing full of bones doing here? But it goes to show, like I said, you should not be worried about how people are going to look at you and what they are going to say about you. People are always going to talk shit. It doesn't matter what progress you do in life. It doesn't even matter if you stay stuck on dumb and don't go nowhere in life. Somebody out there is hating on what the hell you're doing, whether you're doing something or not. So here's my advice on that. Don't worry about all that. You should be doing what you should be doing for you. You're not here. You're not put in this world to make everybody happy, because everybody is not going to make you happy. So think of you first. It is not. It is not make. It does not make you. Sorry. It does not make you a bad person to be selfish. On the contrary, it's a good thing to be selfish, because we can't always say yes to everybody. We can't say yes to everything. We're not Captain Save a Ho. We're not. Can't save all. We can't save them all. Shit, we barely can save ourselves through the shit we going through on a weekly basis. I'm just saying. Think of you first for once. You do so much for everybody in your circle. Sometimes you tend to lose track of the most important person in your world that make things happen. You. Without you, there's nothing around going on in your household. Your kids, your husband. Yes, they may pray and believe to whatever God they want, but in their belief system, in their eyes, you're that goddess. You bathe them, clean them, you feed them, and you give them shelter. These are the things we take for granted because we don't see the sacrifice we put, all of that, just to put a smile on these little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You sacrifice too much every day to lose track of yourself. So from now on, take 10, 15 minutes of yourself. Told my friend to do that yesterday. She said, "What about my kids? I say, fuck your kids." She goes, "You know what? You're right. Fuck my kids." It's good to take minutes for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't be in everybody's life at once. You can't. So take time for yourself, because you're achieving a lot more than what you believe. Not just for what you're doing. It's just for what you're doing for others too, not just for yourself. You're doing things unselfishly. Most of y'all here are reaping good blessings, and you're probably wondering where the fuck it's coming from. And I can help you with that. Day in and day out, week in and week out, you wake up. You feed your children, you feed your family, you feed yourself, you stir your coffee, tea, whatever it is you drink, and you think of a million and one ideas how things are going to try to work out for you before you leave that front door. Here's the kick in the groin. Life have other plans for you. Because as soon as you step out that house, life is going to look at you in your eyes and say, "No, little motherfucker, we're going to do things this way." And life has a funny way of doing that. But when you're doing those process, you adapt to it. Because throughout your day, you may think of many scenarios. How the fuck am I going to go through this? Oh my God, this is going to be so difficult. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you get home. You bathe, you eat dinner, you spend time with your family or with your mammals. You do that. You make all that possible. And just when you think you can't, is when you do the most. These are things you do daily and weekly. Family is a strong thing. We're all family here. Remember, we're all branches from the same tree, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I love you all as my brothers and sisters. Some of y'all has grown so much in my heart that I've called you family myself. Something that's earned. It's called trust, respect. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm grateful that I have met y'all. I'm grateful that you're in my life also, just as much as I am in yours. You know what I mean? And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to miss a lot of y'all folks coming in. So welcome. God damn it, welcome. All right, welcome to my live. I'm just here to talk for a little bit, get y'all situated, and hopefully get y'all on the right track. But just remember that you know who you are when I say this. And there's many of y'all here. You're doing good. You don't have to overthink if you're doing the right thing. You really are doing the right thing. You're doing good. Don't overexceed. Don't add more weight on your shoulders than what you already have. Because no one's going to be there to help you shave them things off. DJ Smurf, welcome. Hello. Welcome. Jen, welcome. Good afternoon. Sonia and Z, thank you. You're welcome. So think of yourself more. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you. That's my girlfriend, just me, blessed be. Y'all say hi. So, I'm grateful that I have met y'all, because believe it or not, the strength that I have gained is because of meeting y'all, and vice versa. We've given each other so much strength, so much confidence throughout the time we have met each other that there ain't shit we can't really do. And like I said, We may wake up 5, 6 in the morning to start the day with every complaint we want to give through our head, but at the end of our day, we accomplish all that shit. Everything is checked off. Everything. So be proud. Yes, DJ Smurf, you can ask me a question, but I don't do yes or no magical tarot questions and stuff like that. But if it's a personal question that can help you further yourself, yes, you can ask me. And everybody else, like I said, welcome. If I missed you, I didn't mean to miss you. I'm sorry. There's a lot of folks coming in. I'm trying my best here. But try to share this video. Let everybody know that we out here. We're doing our thing. And not just me. I mean we. Plural. All of us. I mean including you. Okay? Be proud of yourself. You have survived things that people can't even put in their heads. And yet you are still here getting back up, knocking motherfuckers on their ass, because there's no stopping you. If you wanted to stop, you had the opportunity to do so. See, but you did not stop. You got right back up, because your will to survive is stronger than anything is going to hit you or knock you down. And you know how strong you are. So kudos to you and your strength, because believe it or not, as many times as you thought you wasn't going to have the strength to do that, that's when your ancestors and your gods are right there beside you, ready to give you that violent push into reality, into saying you can do this. You are not alone. We got you. So you're not alone. I always tell everybody in my videos, reach out to your ancestors, your deities, your guides, your gods, your goddesses. Reach out to them. There's a woman behind you, and she is. Yes, I have many female spirits around me. Most of them are generally family. Grandmother, aunts, a lot of cousins that had passed away. In my family, we're male dominant on the witch side. I know it's hard to understand because mostly are women. But in my side of Puerto Rico, they're mostly males. But the females of the family, that's our backbone and our strength and protection right there. So what you're seeing is practically, I can probably guarantee that's my grandmother, because she's always around. All right. So thank you for seeing that. And yeah, they're always around me. They're always protecting me. I have objects of family members still. I got my own bones, my own toe bones here, mixed with my own potent black salt and graveyard dirt from a witch who passed away a few years back. So I have many ways of protecting myself, warding myself from energies that just ain't gonna let them bother me. You know why? Because I got things to do. That's where you at right now. Right now, you're not letting little things bother you. You're actually going further and thinking about things that are really, really important in life. I'm not here. No, I don't do the negative thing. I leave that to the regular folks. See, and thank you for that, because yeah, this as a great witch, yes, I do have my light and I do have my dark. You know what I'm saying? I'll be straight up. But I lean more on my positive side, because we need love, we need positive, we need compassion, we need all that good stuff that was here at one point and is not here anymore. Nobody's polite anymore. You can't even say good morning to somebody. That happened to me in Dunkin' Donuts in Boston before I got here. I didn't know the condition of this man, but he's the first person I saw at 7:30. No, I said good morning. He was so fucking good about it. You know what? Never mind. For real. Go about your day. Shit, I'm just saying. What's wrong with people? Everybody's mad, and I understand that there's a big anger going on, and a lot of folks don't know how to handle all the stress. But there's many ways to handle stress. You are fucking witches. There's many things you can do to cope your mind from all the negativity that's out there. Stick to your practice. Do more research on the practice you're on, learning right now, on the path you're on. And if you want to learn something else, you can do that too. That's the beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing, that you have options to deal with the negative that brings added stress to your life that just don't need to be there. I deal with candles. I burn over 200, now it's over 230 or 40 candles a damn month now. It's going up now. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, no matter how hard life pushes us or try to bring us down, shut us down, putting in a piece of can and just seal it, we still find a way to break free and still walk amongst everybody and still do what we have to do for us and for probably the ones that are in our lives. That is where your strength comes in. See, there can be one of you and 100 more of the mouths telling you no. Out of all them 100 mouths, they will not be shutting you down because your light and your presence overrules them and it bothers them. For example, many of y'all here, I can guarantee souls right now on this. You can enter a room right now and they could be crowded, full of crazy motherfuckers you don't even want to talk to. But as soon as you enter that door, everything just goes. Hmm. That right there. That right there is your respected energy and power. Sometimes we don't do it on purpose, but it shows. You have enough power to disrupt other people's energy. Now, be mindful of that because there's a lot of folks who may not interpret that the right way. Like for example, the guy I told you about in the gas station did the whole thing jig after he walked out and saw me with my staff and stuff. I have bones on my neck and I have a big medallion full of full of just good stuff that was made for me. You know what I mean? I'm not really worrying about folks, to be honest with you. I never did. I've been open about my craft since middle school. You know, my cousins were playing with GI Joes and WWF rubber figures. I'm putting markings on fucking stones and throwing them on the people's house to see what happens. Like that, I learned. You see, when you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So it's different because when you're born into the magic, like I was, and many of y'all folks here were born into it too. There's a different way of us working with it that is just hard to define of how we work, how we want to word it out. It just works. You know what I'm saying? Lilith. This is my familiar. Her name is Lilith. Mente mommy. And yes, we are gonna get Goat a companion. Good afternoon, just me. Welcome. Come on, mommy. Vente, mi amor. Come on, baby. There you go. This is Lilith. She is my familiar. This is my baby girl. ¿Qué pasó? She goes outside. She spends time with Bob. A little close up. She is. She's always been my baby. She loves me like all animals love who they love, but animals choose who they're gonna love more or the most. You know what I'm saying? So this is my baby. We have 7 cats, 1 dog, and 1 goat for now. Those are my children. I have no human children. I've never wanted kids of my own. I told my ex-wife to get me pregnant. God damn it! That's why we're not together no more. So I don't mind babysitting. I can always give them back. That's the beauty of it. But my own kids, this was in high school. That I already knew I was not gonna have any kids. I was in my sophomore year. I said no. I was babysitting all my cousins. Right now, they're growing with their families. Sometimes I still gotta babysit these little bastards when I go over there and see them too. You know what I'm saying? It never ends. Look, I love children, but the fact that children isn't for everybody, just like marriage isn't for everybody. You know what I mean? So I love children. I protect them. I'm very safe, very safe. We have our neighbor next door, Jay, and she has her granddaughter Lydia, beautiful little soul. She's obsessed with my girl's no bake cookies. Okay, because my girl can make some cookies. She really can. We got a bread. She got herself a bread maker too. Trust me, ain't nothing tastes better than homemade bread. If you don't believe me, if you have an opportunity to get yourself a homemade bread maker, get yourself a homemade bread maker. Make your first loaf of bread and compare it to the bread you buy at the store. And I can guarantee your taste buds will make a whole world of difference. It makes a difference and it's healthier for you. We got to eat healthier, folks. Our body's only one. And this is our only opportunity to do so. We're not gonna get another opportunity when we pass. You know what I'm saying? It could be Jonathan. It could be. I mean, when it comes to these animals and their purpose with us, some of us can say, yeah, we know what they are, but most of the time, we don't know their role in our lives and what role we'll play in theirs. But know that they have picked us is an honor. Knowing that they're at our sides in the good and in the bad, it shows a lot about the compassion of animals. Something humans can really learn a lot about. You know what I'm saying? So animals are very crucial for us. Not just I'm not saying us witches, in humanity in general. They can help us heal. They can alleviate some stresses that you just can't do by yourself. You know what I'm saying? These animals play a big important role in our lives. They help us do so much more. And you know what I'm saying? I'll send you information before you do anything on that. Actually, I'll link you with a friend of mine who's in the voodoo department. They can give you more information if you're interested in that. So, I hope everybody understands that, this is our only opportunity at this life, ladies and gentlemen. We got to have fun. You got to live, and you have to laugh. Stop taking life so goddamn serious. You're going to look 60 by the time you hit 30. Life is not to be stressed. Life is supposed to be cherished, enjoyed, okay, to its fullest. Not always you have to be mad or have to attend to somebody. Sometimes attending to yourself is just a basic, beautiful need that is just needed. You have the power to heal others, but you also have the power to heal yourself. Okay? I believe in your powers. I've seen what y'all can do. I can feel your connection with nature. I can feel your power, most of y'all. And you're not hiding it anymore. You're actually doing what you want to do with it and doing it responsibly. Remember, I keep repeating to y'all, always practice safe magic. Okay? Always practice safe magic and just be responsible, be mindful of the things you're going to do with them. Not everybody may understand your magic. Not everybody will probably understand your magic. Probably won't even understand you. But you understand you. Your gods understand you. Your deities understand you. Your ancestors understand you. So what does that tell you? Keep going. Don't stop. All right, what are we doing, Lily? I'm wanting her to move, but she's like right there. So I, Lily, I need some. She's a trip, y'all. See, stop. I know you want. Look, let me explain something to you how the connection of me did it and this cat is. A few months ago, I had to go to Boston to see my parents, check some medical stuff, and all this good stuff. The night I left, I was going to leave to get that Amtrak train to go to Boston. An hour before I left, this little one here, this right here, she got so mad at me that she not only scratched my right shoulder, this bitch peed on me. I thought I was on an R. Kelly concert one more time, and I'm doing this shit again. But that's how I never. Yeah, what I'm saying is, I've never had a cat that mad that they would just bite you and just urinate on you because of their own anger because they can't just kick your ass like humans do. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So this she's very connected to me. She sleeps with me. She kisses my nose, my tip of hair, my forehead, especially my elbows for some reason. She's a weirdo. But we all have cats that are just as weird or weirder too. You know what I'm saying? I said, Lady Eve, these cats ain't easy, man. I'm saying this is why I don't have any kids. These things, these little, they're just enough. All right, they are enough for me. Right, little Manillas? Yeah, I call her, even though her name is Lilith, I call her the Lily Manila. She's a head butter. All she does is give head butts. Oh, your girl. That's all she does. She loves to give her head butts. Aye. And yes, like my girlfriend said, Lady E, don't let others' lives confuse your quest because you have your life to live, your quest, your path to walk it. Everybody else got theirs. Don't mix yours with theirs. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going about your path. You shouldn't go left. You shouldn't go right. Unless it's an emergency. And even that's even because you still got your straight path to go to. You know what I'm saying? So take things easy, y'all. Yeah, she's right there. She just stays there. She doesn't even move or buzz. She just stays right there. Little Manilers. I can't even wake up in the morning without her being somewhere around the area. Cause and now she hangs out with Bob. She likes chilling with the goat. I wake up in the morning. She'll come out and she'll go out through the door. But before she passes through Bob, she'll go under him and then she'll do the tail thing. And he looks at me. I'm like, "That's your sister for you, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro." For real. But yeah, these animals, they love each other. They've grown to love each other. Our newest one, which is Martin, he is a solid, solid black cat, and he picked my girlfriend. Yeah, he picked her. He really picked her. But he is such a good cat. He is so awesome. He really is. He's a good cat. He's right there sleeping where he's not supposed to. But you can't really tell cats what to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get a nice one here for y'all. So as I'm here, something I do every time I go live, I want y'all to do something for y'all. Reach out for each other. Say hi to each other. What do I practice? I'm a great witch. Don't have a specific practice. My practices consist of light magic and dark magic, and sometimes just I just stay in the veil. Candle magic is my preference. I've been doing candle magic since I was 12. Love my candle magic. It really is, really, really helps. It really helps. Okay, trying to find something here that can be good for y'all. Nice one here. So, like I said, as I'm here, I want y'all to reach out to each other. Say hello to each other. I am such person. I practice this, and you just never know who you're gonna meet. You never know what purposes. You never know what doors or what opens, what doors or windows you may open for each other. So don't just be here just looking at the live. Talk to each other. Reach out to each other. You know what I'm gonna say? What's up? How you doing, man? This and that. Okay, here we go. I got a good one for you. This is a witch's bottle to ward off nightmares. Because lately I've been talking to a few folks. Nightmares, night terrors has been happening a little more frequent than what it should for most folks. So today's jar spell will be a jar spell to ward off nightmares. Okay? Now, the difficulty is 2 stars, but it's not that difficult. Preparation time is only 10 minutes. And the use of this is to propitiate I am serene and without nightmares. Like that, you can sleep a good sleep. I have to worry about some things bothering you and disrupting your peace. You know what I'm saying? So your ingredients son dos, cuatro, seis, ocho, nueve. You have 9 of them. 9 ingredients. Your first one is a medium-sized dark glass bottle with a cork. Second, dried lavender sprig. Okay, dried lavender sprig. Okay. The second one is dried chamomile flowers. Next one is rose thorns. The next one is homemade and totally natural rose water. Okay. Next one is some dried sage leaves, amethyst chips, yellow silk ribbon, or square of yellow silk or cotton. But it has to be yellow, okay? And then a yellow candle for sealing. All right, so let's get to this. You have 10 steps to this, and it's very easy. Show us the tickets. Oh, I really was at the end. At the end of this, I'll show y'all a good picture, and I'll find a way for y'all can take it. You know what I mean? So the procedure, number one is you insert 7 rose thorns into the bottle, one at a time. Okay. Number 2, insert a yellow ribbon or square into the bottle. Number 3, insert 7 amethyst chips into the bottle, one at a time. No rush. Number 4, insert dried sage leaves into the bottle. Number 5, stuff the lavender sprig and chamomile flowers into the bottle. It's gonna be a big one, okay? So it says cork the bottle and save it on a place or a surface. You know what I mean? a saucer or box, anything you don't mind ruining, just in case you make a mess. Because as you go with your practices, you will fuck up a lot. Don't get it twisted. You will add more ingredients than what you should. You'll be spilling things when you don't really should be spilling things. You will mishap words and have to start over. That's gonna happen a lot. So don't expect perfection and just be safe about it. Okay. Then you light a blue candle and wait for the wax to melt. Number 8, being careful not to burn yourself, pour the melted wax over the cap seal of your witch bottle. Number 9, now that your bottle is ready, keep in mind that Thursdays is auspicious for concentration of physical and spiritual healing spells. Okay, Thursdays. So, if possible, prefer Thursday to other days to consecrate your blessings healing bottle. Number 10, last one. Keep your healing bottle under your pillow for 7 days and 7 nights. Make sure your pillow is made of a natural material such as cotton or silk. Okay? Now I'm going to show y'all a picture of it. Y'all can take a screenshot. Let me see if y'all. Sorry for the blue. I don't know why it's so blue. Oh my god, why is it so blue? But if y'all can take a screenshot of it, I'm trying to fix it for y'all. Y'all can take a screenshot of it. Y'all more than welcome to. Please do. And I hope this helps everybody. You know what I mean? Because I know, our dreams and our sleep is crucial to us. Not only do we get our bodies rest, but as we sleep is also how we heal. We travel. We see other people. We see other things. As you sleep, things should be okay. But nightmares, night terrors, they do happen. The human mind is so unpredictable. You're very welcome, Velvet. I'm so glad to help. I'm so glad I can help. So, don't let your dreams get to you. Sometimes dreams are just what they are. Dreams. Some of them, our dreams may have a message, something of that nature. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't go base your day on your dreams. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen regardless. That's just the way life is. There's nothing we can do about it. Our days are so unpredictable, we just don't know. But until then, and I can keep on saying this with emphasis, live your life. Enjoy your life. There's a lot to live for. You have a lot to live for. Not only for the ones around you, but for yourself. For the gift of life. For you waking up every morning with a good, blessed, beautiful. The title of the book is called. Give me 1 second. Yoy! There it goes. That's the title of the book. I hope it helps y'all buy this book. It has a lot of good stuff in there, from prosperity to healing, as you see, nightmares, help you with wealth and stuff like that. So this has a lot of good jar spells in there for you. So if y'all want to take a screenshot of it, you can. Just cost me probably less than $20 on Amazon a few years back. So it wasn't that expensive, but it's very crucial. You know what I mean? Thank you. Yes, I recommend this book very strongly. What's up, bro? I very highly recommend this book. So remember, I hope you took a screenshot of it. Just do what it says. Follow the directions. Okay, just follow the directions. Sip of this coffee. So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's been? Besides talking to me every day and growing with your own power, with your own magic, how y'all really doing? How y'all doing all right? Because I'm looking at y'all, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all doing it. Y'all doing your thing. You really are. You're rocking it. Don't start saying you can't. Oh, this is too difficult. Things weren't difficult when you got up. Things shouldn't be difficult when you're gonna get back up now. So you keep doing what you're doing. Always believe that the strength within you can overpass any obstacle you could possibly face. And if you don't believe me that you don't have that strength, God damn it, look at your past. You have survived so many things in your life, you can't even write it on a fucking book. But here you are. Survived. You're no longer a victim, you are a survivor. You survived all this. and still here, gracefully, with a smile on your face, still living. So, despite everything that you have been through, your strength is stronger than what you want to give your own strength credit for. Because if it weren't for the strength and the belief you have in yourself to have the will to survive these things, you wouldn't be where you are today. I believe in you. You should be believing in yourself also. Believe in the strength you have. Because not only you survived all that, you've been helping others who have just survived equal or going or have survived worse. This is where you become a blessing to these folks. Because the word of the day, self love. The word of the day is self love. Love yourself more than what you do. Treat yourself to things you've never treated yourself. I'm not saying go broke. Don't, excuse me. Don't go to K Jewelries and buy yourself a $14,000 fucking piece of necklace or something. No, no. Do something natural for yourself that's going to uplift you or make you feel some kind of peace that no other soul out there can give to you, but you can give to yourself. Walking in the woods. Most of y'all here has been talking to trees since y'all were fucking children. Don't stop doing that. They're still talking. They have a lot to say. See what I'm getting at with this? Don't stop. You'd be surprised how things work out there. These magical trees, these beings that we don't see, but we hear, feel, smell, sometimes even taste. They're around here, y'all. They are. And it feels good. Don't extort me. You know what? Now that my toes are healed, I can probably do that shit too now. That sounds like yes, the ground does speak. Everything has some kind of life or spirit in it. Yes, I believe in animism. You know what I'm saying? Every tree, every leaf, every branch, everything has some kind of life, spirit force to it that is just hard for us to comprehend sometimes. And yes, Lady E, you can forgive yourself. You, excuse me, you can forgive yourself for everything because you always have the opportunity to start over. Life isn't just a one-way trip. In life, you have the opportunity to either mess up, fix it, or keep on messing it up. But you have the opportunity to fix things. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. And I know that's not an easy task. When you forgive someone for what they've done or something of that nature, when you forgive, take away everybody else's emotions on that. When you forgive, something goes down on you that you just can't define. And it makes you question a lot of shit. Why don't am I forgiving this person for what they've done to me? But that forgiveness is going to open a door or a window for you to bring you away from all that nonsense that don't need to be in your life anymore. Remember, most of y'all here, and I'm gonna say all of y'all pray every day. Y'all do to whoever or whatever it is you pray to, but you pray every day. I do, and most of the prayers you think are going nowhere, to the air. Little did you know that they do listen. Give them time to answer you just as much as they have time to listen to the question you want to ask them. Be patient with them. They're not genies. You don't rub a fucking lamp and your god just comes up out of nowhere or your goddess and just gives you what you want. Shit doesn't work that way. You want something like that? Watch a Disney movie. That'll be your best chance at that. You have to give your deities, your gods, your goddesses, your angels, all of them, you have to give them time also. You're not the only one they're working on. You understand? Give them time. But until then, knowing that they are there for you is enough to get you inspired to do better. No matter what you see around you. You know what I mean? Work for it. Exactly. Things ain't gonna come to you. You gotta work for it. Exactly. Thank you, Thorn. What's up, girl? You gotta go for it. It's like job opportunities. I hope you're not the type of person that expect jobs to come knocking on your door and say, we got $15 an hour to give you. No, things doesn't work like that. If you want the job you want, you have to go out there and seek that motherfucking job. Same thing with magical practices. You want to learn that, you have to go and seek what you want to learn. Embrace what you have learned. Put it into your daily practice. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has the right to do whatever the hell they want in life. This is why we were born. Every being in here is born free. Free from restrictions, from anything. And no, we're not born in no fucking sin. How the hell we sinned that we ain't even come to see the light yet? Make that make sense. And we are not taking blame for what other people have done in their past. That was their path. That was their life. We are living ours. You are living yours. All right? So live it. Just live your life. Live your life. Many ways to go about how you want to go about your path and your crafts, all right? Religion is an option. I'm not a religious person. I'll be straight up. I stick to myself. I've always walked my own path. You know what I mean? I have friends that do that's on religion. I have Christian friends that are real cool and real, you know what I mean? They're very respectful, you know what I mean? And other churches out there that are just who they are. But you should be not be worrying about that. You should be doing for you. Not you don't have to be in a religion. You really don't. You have to. You can walk your own path. But if you want to join a religion, that's also an option. That's always out there for you. The shit is, you have choices. You have choices. So again, on this born of sin thing, that Christian mumbo jumbo talk that they do, that doesn't work for everybody. Sorry, it doesn't work for me. Nothing about Christianity never convinced me. It never did. It's not going to start doing it now. It doesn't matter what comes out your mouth about Christianity. It's going to go in, it's going to come out. It doesn't have an importance to me. It never did. It never will. Okay? So when it comes to the religion, like I said, it's a choice. It's not an obligation. Not an obligation, it's a choice. But you have choices. Going on, Edward. Hey, hope you're doing all right, brother. I hope you're doing all right. So life is given to you with choices. The only obligated things you have to do is live, feed yourself, make sure you're doing right upon yourself, and be safe and be respectful upon everybody and being mindful. Life is about choices. There's many choices, and most of the choices that we pick, maybe may not be the best choices for us. You know what I mean? Hey, we're not the smartest ones in the fucking batch. We're not. Most of the choices we made have probably been the bad choices, but here, with that bad choice, we have grown to overcome that bad choice and reach to where you are today. See what I'm saying? So, it doesn't matter the choices you make. I can guarantee you will overcome that choice. Whether it's wrong or right. You will correct it if it's wrong, and you will uncorrect it or leave it the way it is if it's right. Y'all been doing this shit for years already. I'm not even gonna go into talking like y'all knew, because y'all not. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, y'all. So life is about choices. Just remember, this is your unique and only time to do this. Okay? So enjoy this life. Live it how you want it. This is your opportunity to do so at this life, because you're not going to get an opportunity to do this living and breathing thing. Even if you get resurrected, it's not going to be the same if that is a possibility for you. So take shit easy. My boy Edward's here, and welcome in, brother.
Thank you, Ish. Hey, everybody. Good evening. And I was listening to part of the conversation. I just come in, and I was listening to part of the conversation, and I also read something from I believe her name was Addie or Amy Diddy. Okay. And she said, I feel like I've been neglecting my craft due to depression, and I feel guilty for feeling guilty. And what Ish said regarding choices, there is no one right or wrong choice. Every choice you make is something that leads you to the learning experience you need. So there's no such thing as a bad choice. There's only choice. The choices are learning experiences. They may have negative consequences, but then again, consequence is a reward, because it teaches us what not to do later. So there is no real bad choice. The only choice that's bad is not the one never made.
Exactly. All choices are going to be there, whether they're right or wrong. You just pick without knowing, and believe it or not, most of y'all overcome all these choices. Be
See,
surprised.
one of the things I've always said is the worst thing that can happen to me is nothing, because if nothing happens, there's nothing to learn from, nothing to grow, and I'm stagnant.
Exactly.
So I have to make the choices to make life interesting, of course.
Mhm.
Have the learning experiences and everything, and go forward. That's what you have to do.
Exactly.
You have to move into that forward motion.
Not stop.
There's nothing wrong with admitting failure or success, because there's no real failure. The only failure is not doing.
Exactly. When you stop doing things, is when things stop doing for you.
I turn around and I say, I'm not a human being. I'm a human doing.
Exactly. Thorny.
And it's okay to feel weak at times.
Exactly. Yo, and that's very true.
We're not perfect. We have faults, we have flaws, we have all sorts of things that go wrong
Exactly.
for us, or seemingly go wrong. But to overcome them gives us a new beginning, something totally new.
Thank you, Matt. It is a struggle, Amy Diddy. And that's what we're here for. We're trying to combine a lot of things to give y'all some sort of answers to help you understand a little more, if we can possibly try our best. Mixing mental health with your craft. To be honest with you, I think you can learn something from that. Maybe a good open door could be possible with that, depending on the mental severity of the health that's happening. But I also believe that talking is always a crucial thing to do if you're having any problem that you're going through. Don't keep it to yourself. Talk to somebody. Okay? You're not alone. You'd be surprised the people that are out there that are willing to understand how you speak. If, like we say in Puerto Rico, if you don't scream, we can't hear you. You know what I'm saying?
There is a statement I'd like to make regarding mental health and counseling.
Okay.
Part of a religious leader's job, no matter what religion it is to be able to be counsel, provide wise counsel. But in order to do so, one must start becoming self-aware
Mhm.
and start recognizing their inner self. And that's part of the mental health process, actually, in learning and understanding who you are, growing internally so you can grow outside.
Thank you, Jay.
So, if you're looking for a good teacher, that good teacher will sit with you when you're having a crisis, when you're having a meltdown, when you're having anxiety, when you're having distress, when you're having the opposite, when you're overjoyed or overcome with absolute spiritual awakening. Either way, that counselor will be there for you. Now, let me explain something a little bit about that. Can your mental health expect your spell work? As a matter of fact, yes. And the thing about it is, oftentimes, okay, because emotions are very powerful things.
Yes.
They're extremely powerful, okay? If you have a mental illness, there are times that, and you take medicines for it, there are times when because of dopamine inhibitors and things like that, and MAOIs and things like that, those substances, while being in ritual, will cause a change in the energy flow. So, of course, being careful with those who have mental illness is important because you have to know exactly how to help them develop proper coping skills, proper learning skills, and proper understanding. I never say that I refuse anybody who's got a mental illness because I too have one. I will admittedly say I'm both bipolar with ADHD, but I have no shame in it because knowing how to cope and properly maintain it, including with the proper medications, meditation, working. There are times I come to Ish when I'm freaking out because I'm having a hard time with something, and I'll call Ish and I'll go, "Hey Ish, talk me down from this because this shit's really getting me."
It does, and it works. And like I said, everybody here, we all go through our things, and we all have ways of coping. Still cope that way if it's working for you. Um, I also have, my problems too. Nobody's perfect. Remember that. And there are times where I also call Edward. That's as much as he called me to calm my big ass down because things can go south very bad when you have enough power and don't know what to do with it. So if you have someone to reach out to them. That's what they're there for. This is what friends do for each other. You know what I mean? So don't hold back on what you have to say. This is what we're here for. You're not alone in this fight, okay? So if you can't reach out to nobody for whatever reasons, you have me, you have Edward, and you have these fine folks right here in this live that you can reach out to and just talk. Let it out.
Venting is like a steam engine, a radiator, stuff like that. You have to have a vent. You have to have something to let the steam out. And if you do it appropriately, you will find that you will overcome a lot of obstacles and a lot of stress and a lot of aggravation and pain if you learn how to channel your energy and focus your energy correctly.
Exactly.
Be ever mindful, though, your thoughts, your words, your deeds, because that's energy manifests. I cannot repeat that enough.
You can say it one more time for them, though.
Be ever mindful your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, because each is energy manifest.
Okay? So be mindful, y'all. Like I always keep on repeating to y'all, just be mindful of the thoughts and words y'all say. Like it says, it has a cause and effect on people. They really do. Words are spells themselves, yes. And sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
So there's several really interesting conversations going on in the comments. I'd really like to get Ed's information or what he thinks on it. Some people with mental health have a hard time grounding and centering, and people are saying in the comments that they've had a hard time teaching people how to ground and center who have mental health problems. How would y'all go about helping people who have these mental problems and problems with grounding and centering get past that? Do you have any insight?
There are several methods of doing so, and I'm going to explain a couple of them because these are methods I know work for me as well. Okay? Whenever I find myself out of sync, bouncing from one depression to anxiety, manic modes to depressive modes, what I will do is I will sit and stop. Just stop. Go into the north, go into the earth, and stop. The silence. Silence your mind, silence your thoughts, reach into the depths and just sit there and go, take a deep breath in, release it, take another deep breath in, release it, take a third deep breath in, hold it, then release it again. And all of a sudden you'll find yourself calming. It brings you back down. Once you're back into that down state, then close your eyes and visualize something that is peaceful, relaxing, be it a willow tree, things like that. And then go there Yeah, fire is another go-to.
Hmm.
There's several, and like I said, once you do that, you get yourself back to a balance point. Okay, then you can rationalize what's going on that's causing the problem. For example, if there's something that's been irritating you and agitates you, right? Once you do that breathing technique and drop it in, right? Then what you do, write down what's bothering you. Write it down on a piece
Absolutely.
of paper.
Tell people write everything down. Write everything
then-
down.
Absolutely.
Then put pros and cons.
That'll work. 101. Another question that it was pretty cool was sometimes it's hard to know what is you and what is your gifts. Like, what's your mental illness and what's your gifts? I think a lot of these topics are coming up because mental health and like magical gifts or magical practices aren't talked about enough. And I'm sorry, I kind of just jumped into your live and didn't introduce myself, didn't say anything, but the Miss Diddy commenting and asking questions that it really moved me. So because I have a host of mental illnesses and I've spoke a little bit to you before you went live and what I've been going through, and you're not alone. People who've been doing it 10, 15, 20, 30 years, they struggle too. There's no
Oh yeah,
there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's not. We don't have all the answers, but we're here for you and we'll try to help you figure it out.
exactly.
We'll find a way. Shit.
Like one of the ways that I cope with my ADHD, for example, is I built my website. And I have a website that is a book of shadows like nobody's business.
Share the website with these folks.
And-
it's Moon Dancer. That's who. That's
Oh, okay,
who you're talking
Moon.
to.
Oh, hi, Moon. So you're familiar with my book of shadows, of course, or my website. And as you know,
Sorry. Go ahead.
that was my way of solving an issue with my ADHD because I can never complete it. See, being an ADHD person, I complete things in my head, it's done, it's over with, and I'm on to a new project. So, doing something like a book of shadows, right, and finding something that information is constantly changing, constantly evolving, constantly it sets you up to constantly learning. And when you're doing that, the beauty of it is that you'll have something to occupy the mind when it's racing and when it's going crazy.
I think a lot of people who are in the craft who have ADHD end up being phenomenal writers within the craft, and I think that's one of the things that has definitely happened with you, Ed. I
Well-
can't write worth a crap.
Yes.
Well, honestly-
someone just commented. Yes, music is a
Music.
Music.
Yeah,
Music.
yeah,
Music.
absolutely.
way to help.
Music touches everything.
Exactly.
Music will touch everything. I mean, you literally, it'll bring back memories. It'll bring back sensory recognition.
Somebody get Alex out of here. Offering money. You don't got it like that.
That's interesting, but because I had a conversation earlier today that we were talking about was music or writing one of the first forms of magic, and I was like,
Yes,
I would have to say music.
both. Because writing started off as pictographs on cave walls, and it was used to display hunting scenes
Yeah,
and things like that in order to bring the animal's energy to you.
damn good point.
So the writing, music, all the arts, dancing even, is another way to release a lot of negative energy and a lot of different energies. Just put on a tune that's familiar to you, like Walk Like an Egyptian or something like that.
And you'll see how your energy inside will go back to the 80s and have you feel that way.
Yeah, and you'll go back to the age of the 80s or whatever, where you felt like you felt real good, you were free, and you were,
Mm-hmm.
and guaranteed you'll be in great shape at that point. Your mind will relax and it'll bring back good memories and fond memories. And there are times music will make you cry.
That's another way.
And even that is important because crying releases a lot of stress and a lot of. Never be ashamed of that.
No.
Sensory
Please don't.
work is what somebody said. Sensory work is helpful in regulating our energy. That's a damn good way to put it.
Sensory work is helpful, yes, and that's what we're talking about.
Sensory work, yep.
Working on the senses. And there's also another way of working it where it's the opposite. It's called sensory deprivation healing.
I love that. That's I go that way.
and the way to do that, people, is very easy. Take a tub full of water. Make sure you don't cover your face in the water, right? But lay back until your ears are covered. Close your eyes, right? And let the water encompass you. It'll close out all the senses, all the olfactory nerves, the optical nerves will shut down. And it will take you into a state of delta awareness. And that delta state aids you into reaching into the subconscious. And it will calm you.
I'm texting my dad. Give me 1 second.
I've seen psychics use like the dark rooms and mediums use like the dark rooms to take all their senses of sight and sound, like soundproof rooms and stuff, to make sure that they're working with the right spirits, that they're not being influenced by other outside sources.
Exactly.
Like, I myself have used it. Come on. And there's a distinct difference when you're open air and when you're in a soundproof dark room. There's a distinct difference when you go and you're in somebody's house and you're deep in the middle of the swamp in nature, and then you're in a soundproof room in complete dark. It's completely different.
It is completely different. And the thing about it is, another thing about that is, we used to have a thing called the witch's cradle.
I was gonna bring it up, but I didn't want to bring it up. So a bunch of people are trying to do this witch's cradle, and they're hurting themselves
because the witch's cradle is a sensory deprivation, basically, wrap that you put yourself in. It's a hammock.
Yeah, my mentor did it.
That we used to hang, and you would get inside the hammock, wrap yourself up in it, just like a blanket. Totally cover, and it would remove all your sensory. It would sensory deprive you temporarily.
Yes.
The reason it's considered a dangerous practice is because it does get you into altered states.
Yeah, you have to have somebody watching you. I was my mentor's watcher.
Because once you're in that altered state of consciousness, you're no longer functioning on the physical plane.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're functioning on the astral.
It's just as wild for the person watching it as it is. Well, I can't say that because I've never done it. But it's pretty wild for the person watching it too.
But transcendental meditation types, astral projection, transcendental meditations, and things like that also have their dangers. And I would really like to talk about that because I'm going to go from experience here with numerous things on this. Okay? First of all, astral projection. Everybody wants to do it. Everybody's like, oh, please let me learn astral projection. I want to learn how to reach the astral plane. I want to travel outside my body.
Outside your body.
First of all, always be in a reclined position.
Yeah, I wish. I wish somebody had told me.
Never astrally project while walking.
Oops.
It doesn't work very well because you might run into things that you're not expecting.
Oops.
Don't do it riding a bicycle. Definitely not that.
Oh God, Ed.
Been there, done that.
Great.
Been there, done that.
God.
Don't leave your body behind you. When
Oh,
you never leave behind your body.
I've
Always
done
come out
that.
the front of your body because the whiplash is terrible when you're watching your
Oh,
body walk in front of you.
oh my
You come
God.
snapping back in.
The snapback is awful.
It's called astral whiplash.
That's what it's called? I didn't know there was a word for it.
And never use a Zen meditation that is very dangerous. There's a martial arts Zen meditation that you can calm yourself with, but it's very dangerous practice, and you have to know what you're doing. Okay?
I don't mess with Jen.
It's called
I don't.
Zen.
I know better.
It's called Zen meditation. And what you do basically, what is done basically, is you match your heartbeat to your respiration,
Good to be kind, hippie.
and then you start reducing your respiration down, which reduces your heart down, which reduces your respiration down, which reduces your heart down. But doing that can be dangerous because you actually will find yourself shutting down all your organs.
Yeah, I've seen people go into meditation so deep that it affected their.
And that's a dangerous thing. Dying is not
Yeah,
fun.
that's when I was like, oh, whoa, okay, like you read about monks being able to do it, but then when you see it in
Yeah, the
person,
monks,
it's totally different.
Buddhist monks, and everybody can do it. I can do it.
And
I'm a trained martial artist.
on Jen, like it's kind of one of those things. If you don't know it, if you're not taught it, if you're not presented to it, you stay. I stay a healthy distance away and watch and admiring beauty. It's like it's beautiful, but I know I'm not supposed to go there. Just like certain fairies, I know I'm not supposed to go there.
Yeah, it's to be done with caution. Like
Yeah,
I said,
exactly.
everything.
It's beautiful, but with caution.
Approach it with respect.
Yes,
Respect and caution.
exactly.
See, like I said, there's with the craft itself. Approach the craft with respect. Approach magic with respect.
Absolutely.
It is very, very powerful.
Yes, it is.
There's too many things out there in the universe and in the deep dark blue deep and in the swamps and the mountains and the deserts that we don't know and cannot fathom. We're never gonna know. That's the beauty of it, is that we'll never stop learning, and we're just stewards just to take care of the land and learn from it. So to think that we've got it all figured out is
Good luck with
that
that.
would be lunacy.
Yeah, for real.
Now, there's a way of actually. I'm right now. I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm coping with it by simply redirecting it. And I'll tell you the method of doing that. Okay, it's called conscious redirection. First, you isolate the area of pain you're in. Mine's in my back right now. Okay. Get a visual of the pain, exactly where it's at in the muscle, what muscle's acting up. Then start going deeper into the neurons. Follow the nerves. Look at the nerve line in your mind's eye. And then fire off those neurons in a different location. Like I'm putting it in my feet because I can handle it in my feet a lot better than my back.
Let me ask you something. To fire off the neurons, do you just imagine energy shooting through those nerves?
Yes. Imagine the
Okay.
energy shooting through the nerve because all it is electrical impulse anyway.
Right. I was just asking to break it down like a 3-year-old.
And eventually the pain will diminish.
Yes.
The pain will diminish. Understanding your pressure points. Yes, exactly. There's 4 types of healing techniques that I'm familiar with. You hear Reiki all the time. Everybody uses Reiki.
Tai Chi, yeah, Reiki.
Reiki, Tai Chi is another healing method.
My girlfriend did Tai
As a
Chi.
martial art is the same token. Another is Tai Chi is done by movement. Reiki is done by transfer of energy from the universe into the body. Qigong.
I've never heard of that one.
Qigong is a method of actually pulling the energy off,
Off of
turning it
what?
off the illness, injury, whatever bothering you when you're healing.
Okay.
You pull the energy off. You take it in, and then you alter the energy, and then you push it back into the area.
Huh.
That's called qigong.
That's different.
Because everything is key. It's called ki because the ki energy is the energy of the spirit. That's what the spirit is.
Let me call you when I'm done at 7. All right. Love you too. Bye.
So ki is the energy of the spirit. That's the soul. That's the inner
Right.
spirit. Qigong, right,
Right.
translates to ki movement
Oh.
or energy movement, and that's exactly what
Energy move. Yeah. Okay. How do I deal with the actual structure of the spinal cord?
And of course, there's holistic healings like chakra balancing, which maybe one of the lives me and Ish can do this. Not in this one, but maybe in another life because it takes a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
We could do a total chakra cleansing and balancing for everybody.
So let me ask you this. A lot of people say that opening up each chakra individually and moving energy through it, like opening one up, moving energy through it, then closing it down, and then going to the next one, moving energy through it and closing it down is a good practice to cleanse.
It can be, yes, because what you're doing is you're transferring the Kundalini energy from one chakra to another, and each of the chakras acts like a liver or a filter for the other chakra. So yes,
Okay.
moving the chakra energy between the Kundalini force between each of them does work. Transfer and change occurs because it filters out what's needed. It's awakening the Kundalini, exactly, Velvet.
Okay.
But
And
there's another method where you actually draw a full Kundalini force of energy from the crown chakra all the way to the root.
to the
And
root. You leave
all chakras
all of
get
them
balanced
open,
equally.
right?
All of them open and they balance equally.
Yeah. So is it wise to do the one open one, close one, open two, close two, and go through that process
Yes,
first
actually,
before you do the set all of them at
yes. Opening and closing the chakra is advisable first before you do a full chakra cleansing, because you'll find that each of the chakras are 7 chakra points that you find in Vedic medicine.
I didn't know you into that. Sorry, Ed.
in Ayurvedic medicine, when you move the chakras, you're going to have points of the body that are more affected than others.
Exactly. Yes.
So changing the energy in that point for the time being, and then closing it up locks that energy in that point until it heals the chakra and moves the chakra correctly.
Very cool. Very cool. So a lot of
Ayurvedic, yes.
a lot of what we've been talking about in group and a lot of what I'm seeing in other groups is the correct information according to you, and I'm loving that. So that means that what's passing from our elders to our new generation is actually, it's the right information, it's the good information, and that's what we want.
Now, don't worry
Yes,
about it.
Ayurvedic medicine.
We all write typos, man. Don't worry about it. I'm the king of typos. Real.
I speak Taiwanese.
You know what I mean? It happens, y'all. It happens. So I know I missed a lot of folks that just came in or came in a little bit ago. I just want to welcome everybody to my live. Welcome. God damn it, welcome. It's not the Grey Witch, and I'm accompanied by Edward, and I'm accompanied now by Thorn, who's been talking wonderfully about chakras, channeling different energies, and how to go about all these things.
Hi, everybody.
And hello, everybody coming in new that we missed.
So everybody just remember that you are magic. Your magic is unique to everything and everybody else. What you do with that magic on your time is up to you. But know that magic is around you. And just practice safe magic and use it wisely with a lot of respect.
Sorry, y'all. Got
Well, Hippie Chick and Lissa, like I said, maybe next week when me and Ish get together again, I will give a complete lesson on chakras and yoga meditations and stuff like that to help learn and balance the chakras correctly. And we'll do a chakra cleansing as a group.
Yeah, we'll do that next
heck
week.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do that next week. So for all who's here, welcome. I want y'all to know that you are special. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that everybody's here listening, learning, because I'm also learning too. So is everybody else. I want y'all to know that you're not alone in this fight, in this battle, whether it's mental, physical, or spiritual. You do have folks in here that really care and could help you. So you're not alone. Don't think you are because you're not no more. Now you have people you can talk to. You have people you can reach out to. Say shit. Don't keep things inside yourself because it's never healthy. Now you have options. You have choices. You have friends who would really care about what the hell's going on in your life. These magical practices and processes you're going through. Some of y'all think y'all going crazy. You're not. You're not going crazy. It's just a magical process you're going through and your body will adapt. Okay? You want to add something on this one?
Yes, actually, we just had a question for me to repeat a lesson from yesterday for those new in here from Cup of Joe. She absolutely loves the lesson of the threefold law, which I think is applicable in all cases. Okay, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna real quick do a lesson with there, and we'll understand the threefold law. And it's because I can't do a physical demonstration because of my camera don't want to work again.
I wonder why it won't let you. I'm not understanding.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, but what I need you to do is, will you do me a favor? Would you be so kind as to take a piece of paper and help demonstrate this?
Find something to write on. I got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, give me a piece of paper. Something better than this. I was going to use a water bill.
Yeah, no, we need. I need like a full 8.5 by 11.
She's getting me one.
What I want, yeah, what I want everybody to do when Ish is ready.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I want you to take that piece of paper and fold it like you're folding it like a business letter to put in a business envelope. So you're going to fold the bottom into the center and then the top over.
Give me 1 second. A lot of papers in here.
From the bottom into the center and top over, exactly. Just like that. Like it's just demonstrated. Now, what I want you to do is open that piece of paper up. Now you notice that this piece of paper is still an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but it has 3 folds or sections, doesn't it? In the first section, I want you to write the word physical.
Oh yeah, this is happening right now. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. See, I tend to lose things. How many of y'all go through this? I'm not the
You're
only
not the only one.
You know,
Yeah.
So not the only one.
No. I got a whole office and I lose everything. I'd lose the computer if it wasn't on the wall.
okay, so you write physical in the first one. In the second one, you're going to write emotional.
Right.
And in the third one, you're going to write spiritual. Now, this piece of paper, it represents you. This is you. You're the piece of paper. You have three aspects or folds about you. You have the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual, right? Now, I'm going to put you all through two scenarios. I want you to visualize because I'm going to ask questions afterwards, okay? So visualize, feel what you're going to feel when I tell you the scenario, okay? Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to express it. Okay, the first scenario, you're walking in the park. There's a young lad or lady flying a kite. The kite falters and crashes to the ground. You walk over to the kite, you crush it under your feet, rending it to shreds, and you walk away. Physically, what is happening to your body right now?
You feel
Are
angry,
your muscles,
disgusted.
your muscles getting tight? Your
tighten up.
stomach starting to turn a little bit? You just destroyed this kid's kite.
Exactly.
Now, emotionally, what are you feeling? Anger, shame,
Disgust.
guilt, right? Upset at yourself for being so malign.
Mm-hmm.
And spiritually, I bet you feel like you're in the dark. That nothing is touching you spiritually at all, and nothing can.
Exactly.
Right? Now we're going to change the scene. You're walking in the park. There's a young lad or lady flying a kite. The kite falters and crashes to the ground. You walk over to the kite and you launch it up in the air, and then you teach the kid how to pull the string to make it taut, so it's flying and dancing in the winds and in the breeze. Physically, what's happening to your body right now?
That's
I
good.
bet you're feeling as energetic and as young as that kid,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you could dance, you're full of energy, you're full of life,
Feeling
you're
younger.
free. Emotionally, you're sharing that kid's joy, you're sharing that kid's happiness, you're sharing the peace, and you're at such a free form of happiness that makes it work for you. I know, hippie chick, that's not something you would do the first one, but the purpose of this exercise, you have to be able to understand how this works. And the spiritual side, I bet you feel like you're in the heavens like that kite and touching it. Touching the heavens just like that kite. That's the threefold law, folks. It is how we affect ourselves and others in those three aspects by the choices we make at the time we make them. It is dharmatic as opposed to karmatic. It is not a mathematical principle. It is a principle of understanding of spirit. So when in the read it says, it says, mind ye threefold law ye should, 3 times bad, 3 times good. What ye send forth comes back to ye, so ever mind the rule of 3. What she was actually saying is that be ever mindful of your thoughts, your words, your deeds, because everything is energy manifest. Be mindful and aware of how your decisions affect yourself and others, and harm none in the process by being that mindful. Understand where it could cause harm. Now, you're not going to perfectly harm nobody because somebody will find harm in anything. Okay? But the intent to cause harm should not be there. The intent to give unconditional love should be there.
You're welcome, everybody. I really hope all this is really helping y'all and make you understand something you didn't know about yesterday. I didn't even see Thorn leave. I thought Thorn was still here, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, she had to leave.
Okay. Yes, when you speak, be careful. Remember, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Words have cause and effect. So again, be mindful. Okay? So I'm gonna give you a few tarot, a few palm reading cards like I do every live. Like that'll help you understand more about palmistry, learn a little more about yourself, and you'd be surprised what you can come up with and how things really match up. So yesterday we left off in card number 91, We're on the Uranus, the thumb. So if this is stiff, so if you have a stiff thumb, that means it's just don't. You know how it'll make sense. If the tip of your thumb is stiff, okay, not loose, moving, anything, this indicates that you are argumentative and you set in your ways. You have a few but long lasting friendships. You get things done, but always in your own way. Take a screenshot of it if you like. If you have a stiff thumb, this is you, okay? Now we're gonna work on another thumb. We're gonna be on a few thumbs actually, because they're very important. We're working on the Uranus thumb again. This one is for people who have thick thumbs. If your thumb is thick, this is your card. A thick thumb suggests that you take the back seat in life, preferring to work behind the scenes. You are orderly and disciplined and learn best by repetition. You enjoy troubleshooting and fixing errors. So if you have a thick thumb, this is part of your traits and who you are. Arthritis sucks. Trust me, I know what that is about. I also have bursitis on top of that. Yeah, it's not easy. Uranus the thumb, we're working with a stiff and thick thumb. So it's stiff and thick. Okay, stiff and thick. A thick and stiff thumb with no flexibility suggests someone who prefers structure. You are cautious and conservative. You try to balance work and pleasure as you are a workaholic. So if you have a thick and stiff thumb, this is part of your traits and who you are, alright? And with this deck, I'm almost done. It only brings 100 cards. I only got but like 5 cards left. So I'll finish these, and then next Friday, next Friday when I go live again, we can start fresh from card number 1, and we can continue on from there. So we're gonna work on the thumb again. This one, wide angle, a wide angle thumb. Okay. Unlike mine is not a wide angle. Mine is actually flat compared to most. All right. A low set thumb indicates that you are generous and open-minded. You like to build and create things. You have a good understanding of people and their problems. You are very charismatic. All right. So if you have a wide angle thumb, this is who you
That's
are.
my thumb.
There you go. And it matches you perfectly, bro. All right, card number 95, Uranus the thumb. We're working with a narrow angle thumb. A narrow angle thumb. A high set thumb shows the lack of spontaneity. Your goal is to your goal orientated and plan everything to the smallest detail. You have a good judge of character and understanding of people. So if you have a narrow angle thumb, these are your traits. And remember, I have to say something I didn't say earlier when I started this. Not everybody's going to have this, okay? It says it in the beginning of the cards, what we will get to when I start over. But not everybody's going to have every line, every mark, no. It changes. And everybody's different, of course. Now we're going to talk about the family chain. The family chain is a chain like found where the thumb joins the palm. If this line is heavily chained, this indicates a strong emotional family ties. Okay? But if this line is thin or unchained, this shows a lack of emotional family involvement. The family chain is read from the first finger from the side of the thumb. It often, often line is heavily chained at the start of the gradually, turns into a thin line. This indicates that you have gradually become less emotional tied to your family. Okay, y'all could take a screenshot of this, go through it for yourself, and get a better understanding of what they're talking about here, okay? Now we're working on card number 97. This is the crosses on your palms. So if you have crosses on your palm, I hope this will give you a better explanation of how things work, okay? Crosses are formed when two lines intersect. They have various meanings depending on their location on the palm, okay? A cross touching the lifeline indicates a likelihood of home and family difficulties, okay? A cross on the Mount of Jupiter, created by the two minor lines, show that you are ready to move to a new direction. This frequently involves a partner, okay? But can also be a related to self-awareness and spiritual growth. All right? Take a screenshot of it, please. I'm trying to get not to get the light on it, but y'all could take a screenshot of it and learn from this, okay? Card number 98, the stars in your palm. So if you have stars in your palm, hope this helps you get a little understanding. A star is created when 4 or 5 minor lines intersect. This pattern is the most important characteristic of good luck. This is a positive sign when it's found on one of the mounts of the palm. This indicates that you could achieve great success in the field indicated by the particular mount. Okay? Thank you. The best place to find a star on the Mount of Jupiter is on the Mount of Jupiter. This means you will be recognized for your achievements. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of y'all out there with this right now. Okay? Most of y'all are probably in here with me. Straight up. Card number 99. This is the last card. Oh no, this is not the. We have 2 more cards. Okay, squares. Squares are extremely rare. See that right there? We're going to be talking about that right there. Okay? It says squares on the palm can be positive or negative. Okay? If they straddle the lifeline and cover the break, this is said to be productive, providing strength and support when in time of need. So if you have a square somewhere in your palm like you see here, I hope this helps you understand a little more about who you are and what you are. Okay? Now the last card, number 100. Woo! We made it. We're working on squares again. Okay? But this time it's going to be a little more different on your lifeline. Okay? This is your lifeline. This right here is your lifeline. Okay? A square on the lifeline, one which is not a straddling, I said it right, straddling in a break in the lifeline may indicate time of confident, e.g., time spent in prison or a monastery. Okay? Take a screenshot of it, do a little research on these words, and get an understanding. Okay? So next Friday, we'll start from card number 1, and it'll give you a better understanding of the cards, the lines, your headline, your lifeline, and all that good stuff, because we're gonna start fresh. But one thing I can do for you is read you card number 1, because it's an introduction to palmistry, and a lot of folks are very interested. So let me do this last one real quick for you so you get an understanding of this. Palmistry and introduction. Palm reading has been used since ancient days to decipher signs of good fortune, love, and happiness. From the from the length of your fingers to the shape of your fingernails. The hand itself speaks like a roadmap to reveal a complete understanding of the person's emotional, creative, spiritual, and career directions. Okay? These are easy to use cards that will guide you through the secrets of your palm reading. So you'll understand more about what your palm says about you, where it has been taking you, and probably where it can take you. Okay, so if y'all interested in palm reading, go do your research on palm reading. Know that not every line you have is going to be there forever. Some lines that we've had since we were in our 20s are going to be gone by the time we hit our 40s or mid 30s. Because as life changes, so does the lines on your hands will change with you. Okay? So be mindful of things like that. So get into palm reading, man. You'd be surprised at things you'll find out about. Not just you, people around you. Once you master palm reading, it enlightens you, because it heightens you. It really makes you see more, because you're understanding. You're waking up. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. All these beautiful things about the hand says so much about not just you, but many folks out there. And today's Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day to the ones I haven't said Father's Day to. It's Sunday. I want you to enjoy your day. Please be at peace with everybody, including, most importantly, yourself. Give yourself time to love yourself like you have never done it before, because now you have an opportunity to do so. Loving yourself gives you an opportunity to love more for others, to have more love for others. You take care of yourself. I always gonna keep on reminding you and telling you this. This life that we're living around now, this is our only opportunity at this. Do something for yourself. Stop doing for everybody else. Because not everybody else is going to be doing for you what you have done for them. So sometimes it's good to be doing for yourself. Nothing wrong
There's
with
a
that.
there's a thing called healthy selfishness,
Exactly.
and coming from somebody who is very selfless, and Ish will vouch for that. I am probably one of the most selfless people you'll ever meet.
Mm,
I will give everything of myself in all aspects of things I do.
we try our best.
But there are times when I have to take and set a healthy boundary and turn around and say enough's enough. I have to come back to myself and say, wait a minute, how can I help somebody else if I'm not helping myself first?
Mm,
So you have to maintain a boundary between healthy selfishness and selflessness.
Paul,
And being and learning to set boundaries is hard at times. I mean, velvet boundaries, have so many different variables in setting a boundary. There are healthy and unhealthy boundaries that you can cross and set. And you have to make the determination of what's the best boundary to set. Like personal space. When you do set, allow yourself personal space. Allow yourself a distance between you and somebody else who may be coming a little bit too close.
mhm.
Okay? It's not harmful to do so. Because that person, and when you have boundaries, don't let anyone cross them.
Exactly. Protect them fiercely. I know you want to go that way,
But also setting boundaries for yourself as well, healthy boundaries for yourself.
but worth it. Yes, it's worth it. Setting boundaries is important, It is. And these are your boundaries. Protect your boundaries. Ward your boundaries and yourself. You can do that.
Cup of Joe was trying to get in to say something, and she got.
Sorry, I'm having problems with my cat. She
Yeah,
just
Cup of
happened.
Joe had sent had requested an invite, but so Joe, you want to try? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's something. There
Well, hello.
you go.
Hello, Joe.
How are you, sir?
I am well, thank you. And how are you doing at this lovely solstice, second day of the solstice?
Pretty good, actually. I hope you are doing well. Ish,
Yo.
I really, really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate everyone here.
They're all awesome.
And I'm very grateful for the knowledge that we're all compiling together, like as a collective.
Mhm. The way it should be.
And I appreciate that this is all becoming what it is. I'm watching this evolution of sorts, and it's very beautiful, and I just wanted to come up and say thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Thank you. It's an honor to do this, and I'm always a servant of the God and Goddess.
Same here. I'm also Dr. Reverend High Priestess. So yes, theology is my forte in a way.
One of these days, you and
So
I have
that
to sit and talk because
I know. Oh Lord.
I am a theologian, historian, and a reverend and high priest.
So you're pretty much the male version of me.
Virtually.
It's just been a joy to have you, and I got to meet you, and it's just so. I literally have a tear coming out of my eye because I feel that this is a blessing.
We're all the blessings here. All of us are blessed.
Well, it is my pleasure to have met you too, Joe. You know, some of the things that you've talked about and everything, and our discussions in the room.
She's my moderator.
I love what you have to say. You know,
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
I know what you're saying because that's how I feel about you when you're speaking. You know, I'm all ears. That's why I really needed everyone to rehear the theory of the three. But I like how you say it with the kite. I love the kite. I love that.
I like to bring what I call real world experience into my teachings. For example, one of the things that
Yeah,
I
you're
teach.
a realist.
Yeah, one of the teachings I have is memorizing the Wiccan Reed. You know, you can memorize the Reed by a Christian song.
I think I did know that, but I forgot.
You remember the song that we're taught in Christian school way back in the day when we were kids? The Jesus Loves Me.
Yes, I do.
You can sing the entire Reed to that song.
Are you kidding?
No, watch. By ye Wiccan laws ye must in perfect love and perfect trust live ye must and let to live, fairly take and fairly give. Thread the cycle thrice about, keep unwelcome spirits out. Find ye spell well every time, let the spell be spake in rhyme.
So mote it be. I love to mess with people and say amen, but I won't do that.
But it goes to show that there's many ways to approach things, yo. Today's live is an example how things can be approached and things can be done. And again, you're not alone. We have us here. Okay? With these magical processes going through, all these misunderstandings about your magic and all this stuff, don't question those things. Come to one of us. We are here to help. Find your local elders, find your local covens. I'm always going to say that to you. Talk to your high priest, talk to your high priestess. Reach out to them with the magical questions that you just won't get answers from in any place.
Well, and on top of it, like you have your own way. And I respect that. It's not the way I do it, but I understand it. I respect it. And I come to you all the time with questions still.
There's no one way to the
No,
path.
go ahead, please.
No one way to the path.
Exactly.
All
We're
ways to
all yes, always. It's just a wonderful thing that we can learn from each other, no matter what stage or age you're at.
What stage? Exactly. You're still learning.
Like my craft is Alexandrian Wicca. By the way, Joe,
I did not know that.
I'm a second generation Alexandrian Wiccan high priest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. That's a title.
What's that?
A lot of people don't know what that means.
Okay. Alexandrian Wiccas was found by Alexander back in 1954, I believe, when he broke away from the Gardnerian tradition. It's the second oldest Wiccan tradition in the history of the modern craft.
The craft, yeah.
I'm a second generation Alexandrian, which means that my mother was trained by Alexander's, and she trained me directly.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I was born this way, but I can't sit here and say, I have this person. No, but I do have family that were influential at the time. So yeah, I mean, we all, I won't go into all that because then we'll be here another 3 hours. So anyway, Ish, how you doing?
Me, look, most of y'all know me, most of y'all don't. I don't follow any tradition. I'm not religion. I walk my own path. I do my own magic. I may not have a title of a grand high priest and all stuff, but this right here is 15 years of my magical doings for a lot of folks out there. So, our
Yeah, but
magic,
you don't.
like I'm a gray witch.
When did you need a title?
I never did. I never wanted one.
Exactly.
Because, in my line of what I've been doing in my life and still do to this day, I'm not supposed to keep up with the people I help. I'm just here to help and move what we call the fuck on.
Yes, move on. I know.
You already got your directions on what to do and how to go about. We're not here to
That's
hold
right.
your.
Yeah, exactly. We're supposed to open the door for you and let you walk through it.
You know what I'm saying?
I read the Bible too.
I am always the student, never the master.
We're all teachers.
Agreed. Like, I feel that mastery, like, even if you're a master, you're still not anywhere. You know what I mean? You're still in the abyss of knowledge.
Yeah, the day you
Does
stop
that
learning
make
is the
sense?
day you actually die.
Yeah, literally. I agree. And I want to say one other thing. There's a few people I didn't know in here. It was really awesome speaking with you. I do know some people that are here also, but like Lady E, I see her constantly, and I always feel like there's a connection. Sandy's amazing, as she knows. There's a lot of people in here that I do know. But for everyone that I have just met, I'm really glad that you're here for this day. It just seems very important to me.
That's why we're here. Thank you for being here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, for y'all don't know, Jessica is my moderator and also a good friend and an awesome sister. So y'all can follow her. Y'all can ask her questions. She does have knowledge of the craft too.
I was 12 with my candle magic. All right, Ish, take it away.
All right, Joe. Thank you. And everybody else, sorry, I know everybody read their Bible and they do the Christianity thing, but that isn't everybody's cup of coffee. It's not mine. But I don't badmouth, I don't bash other religions also. You can believe in a fucking rock for all I give a shit, as long as you do it correctly and do it with respect and honor.
As long as you believe in something.
So
Exactly.
what I'm getting at with this, we have the right to believe and to pray to whatever it is we want. We're not obligated to religions. First of all, you're born free to do what it is you want to believe.
We're not obligated to do anything but exist, actually.
Actually, existence, like I said earlier, I'm not a human being. I'm a human
And
doing.
I can understand when you say that.
I'm a human doing. Because being a human
Yes.
being is just existing.
Yeah, you're just being. You're a human being.
We're doing a
Doing
whole lot more than that.
is experience. Doing is experiencing.
What's up, girl?
This is humankind.
What's up, girl? What's up, girl? This is Nikki, yo. This is my dog. What's up? Oh, no.
I agree.
No, I know. I know. I know. Where were you? I know. She gets happy as well. I don't have any kids. These animals are good enough for me. Not like dogs are liable. So we have 6
Exactly.
minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have anything I want to share? Grateful about? Please let it out. Don't hold it in. Like I said, y'all have no one to speak to about your magical processes and things that are happening. You have us, so you're not alone. So don't hesitate to reach out to one of us for whatever magical purposes you need to. This is why we're here, all of us. Okay, we're here to help each other. Witches helping witches.
Yes.
It has to be one community with a beautiful magicness going on. And it doesn't matter what you practice. Remember, we're all branches from the same tree. We're all with our own magical energies, processes, and everything. All right? They are my kids. Yes, they are. Listen, they are my children. Yes, they are. And I'm proud of my children. I love my children very much. I never wanted any human children, to be honest with you, because look, out of personal experience, I've seen friends with just one child change their universe, not just their fucking world. And no, not everybody has the patience. Not everybody has the means. Not everybody has the understanding or the coping mechanism to deal with kids.
That's true.
So it's a
Very true.
choice. You know, my choice. It's my choice.
And I agree. I made that decision when I was 16, but it was because of my health. Would it be different? I don't know. But I'm still cool with my decision of no. Because it was,
I'm happy.
that
with,
was it.
I'm happy with my decisions. And let me
And other
introduce.
people, they're great parents. You know, it's, you know, we can be fur parents, we can be people parents,
Look,
we can
this
be
is
any
this
kind
is
of parent.
this is Bob. This is brother Bob. He's my son. That's my boy.
I
Right
know
there.
better.
He
He's a
looks so
good.
comfortable right now.
Dude, he is chilling right now.
He has gotten tame, hasn't he?
He is chilling with me. He doesn't have a worry or a stress in the world. None of our animals do. I like to make them feel very comfortable, very safe, like if they were family, because they are family. I had a friend yesterday ask me, "What are you gonna do with that goat?" I'm like, "Nothing. He's family." Yeah, they thought I was gonna do some crazy. No, he's family. And plus, we're gonna get him a brother. Where we went to, they have a female, but she's just a little bit too young still. So
See, I appreciate you for that.
So we're gonna get him a male companion for now. We're gonna name him Malachi. The reason why we're gonna name him Malachi, because usually my animals are bundled up together, and I usually walk into a room looking at them, and I tell them, "You see the children of my corn." So we're gonna name him Malachi. So it's Malachi. So we're gonna combine their names and call them Malakabab.
Oh boy.
So
Don't
everybody,
call him shish kebab.
no shit.
Shish kebab.
Don't call him shish kebab.
And you know, I'm very honored and very grateful for everybody. You, Edward, Joe, and all of y'all have been here with us today. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, especially the chat.
Exactly. Thank you for being you. Don't stop being yourself. Whatever changes comes your way, you know you have the power to either stay or go with it or adapt. All right, life is always.
It's always an honor, a privilege, and so much love to just have you in my life, have this in my life, and me moving forward the way I wanted to literally 20 years ago. So I just want to say thank you to everyone.
It's always a pleasure here. Everybody's name, who I know, who I miss. Thank you all for being who you are. You are loved. Again, I'm gonna say this: you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. You have us to reach out to. You have us to talk to. And if this is a magical sense that no other person can understand, give us a try. You'd be surprised how much we understand. Okay.
And Velvet, even Lisa Love knows.
I'm glad you.
We all are, yes.
I'm glad you came here. Velvet.
Yeah,
I'm reading her comments. She normally don't go live, but you were pulled here, and that's the beauty of good energy. Good energy will pull. It
And
will-
we're very happy to have you.
yeah, very honored. So everybody who's joined, like I said, you matter. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't heard it today because I know you probably haven't. If you did, I'll say it for you. I love you. I care for you.
I love you all, literally.
So love everybody. Love yourself most important and strong. Any messages y'all want
And I just sent it out. I just sent that right out in the universe. So there you go. Go grab it.
Any last words, Edward, before we go out?
Nope, just enjoy the solstice. Bless solstice to everybody. It's awful lot of fun just being here and being able to give everybody a little piece of thought. I like touching minds.
Yeah, but it's through you too, and Ish. The way that you guys explain it is, it's fundamental to the topics.
We try our best to give understanding words up there for people to understand, that the process you're going through is been through already by other folks that can help you understand more and achieve more. Okay? So I want to say thank you to everybody. Enjoy the solstice. Today is Father's Day for the fathers out there and single mothers out there. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy your day. Please have fun. Be safe. Be mindful. Practice safe magic. Edward, thank you for joining. Papa Joe, I love you both. I love you both very much. Thank you for being here with me with this.
Namaste, my
I
brother.
love y'all. Thank you so much.
Everybody else,
Namaste, sir.
Peace.
Peace.